Guest of honor, Mr. Pradip Sharma, Technical Director, Doordarshan. A highly talented broadcasting engineer and technical director with extensive experience of about 33 years in broadcasting industry of operating, maintaining, installing and supporting for All India Radio and Broadcasting Corporation of India. Familiar with most of analog and digital broadcasting audio and video equipments, multimedia, windows and general electronics. Also in-depth experience of operation and maintenance of TV satellite receiver, front end and low power TV transmitter. He is now working as Technical Director, Permanent Gazetted Officer in the Broadcasting Corporation of India. I request Sir to please take over the session and address the gathering.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Respected Dr. B.K. Mishra ji, B. C.R.R. Sadamkar ji, and Mr. Nagakumar from Tata, Mr. P.N. Jumle ji from board. Thank you, Jumle ji, for praising a lot to Doordarshan. Many engineering college principals, head of departments, TPOs and engineers. Really, it's a big pleasure and proud to share my views with all of you today. When I got information from Vinit Dongreji, HOD yesterday, and Mr. Jahir, your TPO, late evening we were talking on telephone that, sir, this is a very important symposium and we want to organize, and Dr. B.K. Mishra Saab insisted it should be a successful and please come. So I told immediately my consent that definitely I will be pleased to share my views at this occasion, because I always have done my work along with this television and radio industry. Academic side also, I like to share my practical views and experience during this long journey of about 3 decades in public broadcasting media. I am really very fortunate and I feel really proud that I am a part of Government of India's very reputed public broadcasting organization, that is Doordarshan and All India Radio. And this is my fortunate, you can say, I am very much lucky that in those days I have joined this public broadcasting media as an engineer. In those days, our department was growing up. So you can say a golden period, sir, we have seen of this electronic media. And I got opportunity to attend many recordings, many challenges, many outside broadcastings, events with many organizations and with many VVIPs also, with President of India, with Prime Minister of India, and sometime international, like International Film Festival in India. And recently, I was very fortunate to do my contribution as Technical Director for Commonwealth Games 2010 Delhi, where about 70 countries professionals were gathered, and along with working, we were interacting also each other's experience. See, I can give you example when I started my career in radio and television. Initially, I am a radio engineer. When we joined in 80s, in All India Radio where television were hardly in 4-5 cities of India. See, as far as concerned the subject, core engineers are having challenge today for this symposium. So I would like to say that Mr. Jumle has very rightly pointed out. The coming engineers should not have a big dream for big package. As soon as he complete degree, they should not have a big dream. Of course, a big dream, I am in favor of big dream, but not a big package. I can give you an example of mine when I cleared my study and my father told to some of his friend who was a project engineer, my son wants to work. He clearly said, sir, I don't have any appropriate post for your son, but as a just helping engineer, not only engineer, as a clerk also, as a timekeeper also, if you want to learn the things, then he can come. Sir, I immediately told to my father that I want to work for this project. And I did not negotiate anything about the payments. Whatever they were paying me, I was happy that at least I will get my pocket money. I will not ask from my father and mother after completion of my education. Because my father was retired when he was giving me this study. So I did not want it to another burden for him. So I immediately joined. And you will not believe, along with that project engineer, I have learned so many things. Not only engineering side, but so many things which a fresh engineer should see. The right to take the work from attendance to the laborers and technicians and technical people at the site. What are the expenditure, how to purchase the things, how to store the things, how to write the items in the store. Many things I have learned. And they appreciated my work, and after some time they told me, okay, you can work here also. We are appointing you in the state government. But उन दिनों हालात बहुत अच्छे थे, इंजीनियर्स बहुत कम हुआ करते थे, तो मेरे पास 2-3 ऑफर थे. I was having appointment of All India Radio also. जब मैं All India Radio जाके देखा तो सर वहाँ पे पूरा एयर कंडीशनिंग था, नो डस्ट लाइक हियर. सो आई मुझे टोल्ड टू माय फादर, सर मैं तो यहीं काम करूँगा. गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, मतलब सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट बहुत बड़ी बात थी उस जमाने में. इंडिया सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट में काम कर रहे तो यू आर पार्ट ऑफ योर रेपुटेड organization. So I immediately given my consent. And I am quite fortunate, after coming this All India Radio, I have learned a lot. I have given my contribution in many areas. One thing more I would like to point out at this occasion, that in our days where we were studying in colleges, the resources were very limited. In compared to today, जब कोई किताब लेना होती थी सर, तो we used to request many times to our HODs and professors, सर हमारा नंबर कब आ रहा है. तो वो बड़ा परेशान होकर बोलते थे, वेट इंतजार करो, 1 वीक 2 वीक. और जब किताब मिल जाती थी तो हम इतने खुश होते थे कि पता नहीं क्या मिल गया, अब तो हम ये सब्जेक्ट क्लियर कर ही रहे. और वो भी ज़्यादा दिन के लिए नहीं मिलती थी, maybe for 4-5 days or like that. तो आज के ज़माने में यदि हम बात करें, today resources are enormous. Whatever you are thinking, you can get today. But only the requirement of your creativity, your ideas, how you want to implement. Things are more focused today, I feel. When we were doing study at the time, only three type of engineer used to be learn: civil, mechanical, and electrical. But nowadays, things are more diversified. And I would say IT has done a miraculous, tremendous role in the society today. Digitalization has done an amazing role in society. हम जब उस समय पढ़ते थे तो हमने कभी सोचा नहीं था कि एक छोटा सा इंस्ट्रूमेंट होगा जिसको चलते चलते हम बात करेंगे और उसको मोबाइल कहते हैं. We have never thought about mobiles. We have never thought about computers. But as per the contributions of our engineers, they have done a lot for society. And I would say today all of you, including students and professors and HODs, you are quite, I would say, lucky that you are having a very enormous resources around you, and resulting we are producing a very refined, talented engineers for the society. And I would say जुमले जी ने जैसा कहा कि he is doing a very important role for the apprentice training in the initial stage. So I would say definitely apprentice and this such type of training is very much useful for fresh engineers. It's true that when he used to send many engineers in Doordarshan as a vocational or as an apprentice engineers, many engineers are coming, and after a few days only, some guys are very keenly learning the things. Some engineers are picking up how to become sound engineer, how to become video mixing engineer, how to become VTR engineer, how to become air conditioning engineer, how to become OB engineers. And as he has rightly pointed out that some of the engineers working today in Star TV on a very good package. So we should appreciate his efforts. इनकी जो बोट में इतने सारे इंजीनियर्स आते हैं और वो निश्चित रूप से एक सही पाथ पे जो ले जाते हैं. It's really a very helping and a very path showing efforts of a boat, I would say, along with the different private agencies and government departments. Sir, I would mention here that most of the engineers and most of the colleges are mostly curriculum based certificates, and you are getting your certificate of bachelor's. But I feel that it should update also along with the technology upcoming. It should update the curriculum as per the change in technology day by day, sir. Because whatever we were doing work in standard definition television, now we are working in HD and ultra definition. One instance I would like to mention, sir, small instance at this occasion, that if sir time ज़्यादा हो तो मुझे बता दीजिएगा please. In 1991 I was doing coverage of one-day international cricket match in Gwalior, where Mother of India was the minister, and he arranged because he was very much keen for cricket matches. So he said, who is the officer from Doordarshan? Somebody said, Pradip Sharma is looking after this outside broadcast, and we had to do live. You can imagine that time was not having satellite. We were doing work with microwave only, sir. This international match. और माइक्रोवेव से जो सिग्नल भेजना इतना टफ होता था We have to align the dish horizontally. Only obstacle should not be there in between. And that modulated signal we used to transmit to the telephone lines, and from telephone lines it used to go to Delhi, and from there it used to go internationally wherever telecast has to be done. So Mother of India has told me that Mr. Shivam, one engineer from South Africa also has come. Because South Africa's team was there after long break in India. So that was the first match. And it was a very prestigious match. And it was a big challenge for me also, for my crew also. And we have done a lot efforts. So I said, okay. He introduced the engineer from South African Broadcasting Corporation. So he told me that I want to make a small booth for in my own language for my country. Please just give me 4-wire telephone lines. When only this much you want. We were thinking a big work we have to do for you. So we were very much worried कि किस तरह से हमें कुछ कंसोल लगाना पड़ेगा, mixer, microphones, everything. So no, only you give me 4 wires of telephone lines. Okay. And what about your equipment? So a small bag, sir, he was having in his shoulder. It is a talk of 1991, sir. और उसी में से उसने माइक्रोफोन से लगा हुआ एक small mixer he has taken out, and he has placed, and he has connected 4 wires only, and within of few minutes he has testers lined up to South Africa. So we were amazed to see his contribution, his dedication, and the technology, of course, of that country. So, of course, this is also a very important thing to understand that why technology is better in another countries. Why we are importing technology in our country. There is no limitation of good talent, best talent in our country. Talent is going abroad and they are proving themselves as big Indians. I can point out some of names: Kalpana Chawla, aeronautics engineer, Sunita Williams, Dr. Khurana, और जो खास नाम है आजकल ये मिस्टर सब जानते होंगे, गूगल्स के सीईओ कौन है? So you can understand how a sharp and leadership talent India is generating. There is no limit for this. But only the requirement for to deliver individuals' contribution at the different platform in a focused way. How true contribution we can do for our job, for our country. Sir, most of the time I used to travel England and Australia. वहाँ जब जाते हैं तो लगता है कि अरे वाह, हर चीज़ सजी हुई है, हर चीज़ ऐसा लगता है कि ऐसी ही होना चाहिए. रेलवे स्टेशन पे ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. हम बस स्टैंड पे जाते हैं तो लगता है ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. हम रेस्टोरेंट में जाते हैं तो लगता है अरे वाह, everything should be like that. But what is the lacuna in our country? ऐसी बात नहीं कि हम लोग पसंद नहीं करते हैं, हम लोग नहीं करते. Whenever we used to go there, we also do automatically as per their culture. We used to do and we prove ourselves, just like I named. Our people are in leadership; they are in front line. But this is a big debate question. We have very big countries, of course. We have done a lot in couple of years. In space technology, we have done a lot. Our engineers has proved in the whole world that we can take a lot of rockets at once. We are really proud of our engineers. Of course, every corner our engineers can do a miraculous role. And like that, Make in India also, what Prime Minister and the government has introduced, so that Make in India can inspire our engineers, upcoming engineers, to start the things, contribute for the nation, for the world, in a more better way, more creativity way. I am just concluding with a very short story here. First of all, I will salute to the engineers. I am really feeling very proud that we all are engineers here, and I feel that the contribution of engineer is certainly a very, very, very high level for a society. ऐसा नहीं कि CAs या डॉक्टर्स या और भी जो हमारे मैनेजर्स हैं उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन नहीं है. Of course, they are also a big pillars of the country, but I feel engineers are having a very creative and very innovative role in the societies. You may be talk about the Faradays, you may be talk about the television inventors, scientists, you may talk about so many engineers, those have done their whole life for the inventions, and today we are getting their advantage. Today the whole world, whole society is getting their advantage after their contribution and true dedication. See, when stories like that, what Edison was studying in a small class. So he was from the childhood little different from the normal students. So one day his teacher called to her mother and clearly said separately that we cannot teach your students here. And they have given a letter to her mother that your son is not sincere, your son is like absent-minded, and your son is like, we feel he is mad. It will be a very, very adverse atmosphere for other students. So better you take it, your student, and we cannot teach. I would say her mother was very much upset. Every mother will be very much upset if some school will tell about her son or daughter. So, after some day, his student, her son was asking to her mother, why I am not going to school? Her mother says, your teacher says that we don't have this much infrastructure in our school. We don't have this much big arrangements in our school where you can learn. Your son is very outstanding, very bright student. He is outstanding. So your mother only can teach your son. I salute her mother for this creative ideas and creative feedback. And that engineers become an inventor of this bulb who has enlightened whole world for his true efforts. So he was not mad. I salute that scientist and her mother also for such inspiring and creative ideas. So I mean to say, along with our academic, we should have academic also, but along with that, creative and true dedication for our work, for our society, for our country. If we do, definitely we can contribute such type of challenges in our society, and we can prove, and our engineers can prove certainly. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. It is not every day that we hear from such talented person, ripened with years of experience. Now I take this opportunity to introduce the next speaker for the day, Mr. C.N. Nagakumar, who is the Chief of Tata Power Skill Development Institute, headquartered in Mumbai. Mr. Nagakumar has over 40 years of rich experience in the public and private sectors and has held positions like Head HR and CHRO at highly reputable organizations like NTPC, Tata Power Delhi Distribution